All right, guys, we just finished episode 11 of Iron Fist. It's getting meaty.
Got some flashbacks. We got some
Yeah.
drama.
We saw, like,
Some
slightly after he got the Iron Fist, we saw him shuck responsibilities and...
Yeah, okay, so I wrote down the line he says when Davos, peels him off the fucking whatever after he
Yeah.
faces the Shao Lao or whatever. He says, "It's not what I thought," or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I thought was referring to, like, the challenge or what he had to do or who the dragon was or what's going on or whatever the fuck. But you find out later as they're bonding over, like, just monk things. My anger gets me too. Yeah.
He thought it would
all
fill
that
him up
shit.
with a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah,
and, like,
he
fill
said,
all of his
like,
voids.
He had a
No,
void, an empty void in himself,
yeah.
and he thought that the fist would fill that void. And turns out it didn't.
What a
Turns out
word.
it didn't work.
Ing.
Well, the show's
No,
about
yeah.
fisting. Which kind of makes sense. He, like, picked something to fight for and centered his life around that and built it up as, like,
Sure.
the thing that was going to make everything make sense. But as soon as he got it, the high wears off of the fun new thing.
Exactly.
And he's looking out there. What's my purpose?
It's the chase more than the,
It's the journey.
the journey, not the destination.
But he's looking out, and he's like, I was looking for a sign. And I saw this bird just piece the fuck out. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do. And he pieced the fuck out. And then I was just like, perhaps it was a sign that the way was open and you needed to stay and protect it. And it was like, like,
that could have been it.
I suppose. Oh, God.
Colleen found out kind of what the hand is all about now. Taking her blood and organs.
Well, okay. And they kind of just sort of, like, acted like that was a thing or whatever the fuck. But, like,
I think
right.
once people you've trained, people you were the sensei of, without giving it a thought, are just told to bleed you and take your organs, and they do it without hesitation, you kind of realize, you know what, maybe I am a part of an organization that might not be helping people.
Am I in a cult?
Yeah.
No, I see why this whole thing would like rub her the wrong way.
And the reason she even got caught was she was turned in by another one of her pupils.
The hand comes first, though. They said that to each other.
Exactly.
The hand comes first. Not your fucking rogue-ass mission, trick-ass bitch, wanting my antibiotics. There's probably nothing in that bag. Probably just a dead dove.
It was just a middle finger. Made of modeling clay.
I folded you some origami flipping the birds, and you pull a tab, and it's like, It's amazing.
You saw the extra.
No,
yeah, no,
like,
it was definitely, I think it's an eye-opening experience for her.
Totally, but it felt weird to me how he was just like, you were supposed to tell me, you didn't tell me, that's it, and all that stuff.
Well, it's a no-nonsense operationally.
But, like, that kind of nonsense should happen so frequently that she should not, in her 20s, be finally realizing that this shit's not going to fly or whatever.
I feel like very rarely is there ever a mission of actual importance.
And now
this
shit's
would
on
be the first,
because of the Iron Fist?
Exactly.
Okay, so now she's seeing, like, wait,
because usually it would be like, these people are bad, we have to kill them, or like, they have something of ours, we need to steal it, type of things. And now it's like the first time there's a conflict.
Where there's
when
people
someone's
in
only
there
ever
and she's
telling you
like,
what's
yes.
happening, you just believe what's happening. But now for the first time, it's like, you know what? Maybe no, he's good. We shouldn't be. No. Oh.
It's complicated.
Oh, we're all bad.
No, it's not. Cut her open.
Yeah.
I get it. I know. And it's like, wait, he's willing to go that far? Wait, even me? I'm like your star or whatever. You don't trust me anymore? What the fuck? And he's just like, well, no, I'm
it's
pissed.
done.
Yeah, I dig it.
Can you dig it?
Can you? No.
I'm really starting to like Davos. I like
oh, yeah.
Everyone constantly just like rubs shit in his face, saying like, oh, and are you the Iron Fist too?
Do you also have a fist? And he's like, just
No,
looks,
see, I
stares.
wasn't chosen.
That's cool. I wonder, and at the end of this episode, he's standing in the rain and then just like, huh, like walks away. And
Well,
I'm
I
like,
think he heard her say, I'm hand, you hate the hand, and then hugged the
he says
hand.
the whole time, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because, like, and he had just said, what's keeping you here? Like, what the fuck's the big idea? And then he left, and then now he sees, oh, that's what's keeping you here. And that's why you're acting all weird, asking me to fucking walk the perimeter over and over again. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. You're bullshit. I should have been the fist. Should have been fisting, in the chasm the whole time.
He
You
clearly
should
should have been the fist, though.
Right.
He seems a better choice in all ways. But sometimes it's the one you don't suspect.
Exactly.
There's a little reason why they're special.
I
see. You were the chosen one, Annie. No.
He did bring balance to the Force.
Uh-huh. And that killed the whole Force.
Yeah. Then it was balanced.
Mm.
There was just a few over here and a few over there.
So what else happened this episode? I feel like a good amount.
Well, we kind of confirmed like there was something inside of that stab wound. It was like one
yes,
of those
the
arrows or
end broke
spears that
off.
like pops off the tip or something like
Sure,
that.
but we have not determined that it exactly
Yeah.
was stopping his chi because it came out and he hasn't chi'd up since.
He has not had occasion to fist anything, so we don't
No.
know if that was
I also
really
don't think he'll
blocking
be
it.
able to fight for quite some time. With,
You would think not, but it's the
with
movies.
those stitches in his side, like he did a little brief yoga thing and he started bleeding, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna rip right out of your body.
But it's a TV show. I'm sure they'll just be like, oh, he's fine, I guess, and it'll be fine. I
We'll
don't
see.
fucking know. Colleen shows up with the pizza and they talk. That was just what we were talking about. Does he have I wrote down, does he have an Iron Fist too, in like quotes, because it happened like twice.
More
And-
than twice, I
And,
think.
well, like it happened in like different ways, but twice someone's like, "Oh, who's your friend? Oh, is he also a fister?" And then he was like, "No." And it's
Yeah,
like very
his
like
fuck. Face is
Yes.
is great.
No,
his
I liked
dry,
him too.
accented voice is beautiful.
Him
for this
eating
role.
him eating pizza was great. Him
Yeah.
like reacting, weirdly to different things was
It's
great.
chewy.
Fucking pizza's delicious. Joe's amazing.
You don't like Joe's, the best pizza za in this state?
I also like the dragons aren't real.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
And she's like, ah. And she kind of like makes her face like, okay, I have to take a step back here. Shit's very deep. Shit's very crazy.
If at any point you can acknowledge anything, I feel like why would you ever believe anything doesn't exist? All right, so I know a man who's bulletproof. I know a blind man who can see. This guy here has his hands glowing and he's healing wounds and shit. He's from a magical land.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably all kinds of things out there that I don't know about.
Well, I would have questions too. I'd be like, what kind of dragon we're talking about? We're talking about 15 dudes in a big puppet? What are we talking about?
I would imagine.
And she
I would
goes,
immediately believe,
Komodos?
like, I would be like, yep, like I don't know, a 50-foot dragon, yep,
Medieval
flying,
dragons?
You got it.
Winged dragons? Serpent-style dragons?
It's definitely winged because
Maybe
they
dragon means
model
something else.
they model his tattoo off of that.
Off of that. So it looks like that. I would have actually, asked that then. What, like his tattoo? And he's like, exactly, but 3-dimensional. And all that stuff. And you're like, oh.
But 3-dimensional and not as shitty.
And not as the hastily applied before each day of shooting.
Yeah.
We don't.
For reals.
You called it out more. For me, it's like okay, but it looks too
No,
fresh.
it looks very yes.
Yeah.
It's
Is
a
that
problem.
is that the main reason that you're
yeah.
It's you're an inky fellow?
It's like
yourself.
it's crinkly like a fake tattoo. It's
Oh.
shiny like a fake tattoo. Like it's still
Okay.
in that stage where I'm like, all right, if this were real, yeah, it would be like 3 days old. Like it's not.
Yeah.
I think they should have made it look like just a scar
Right. So then it would have
because you
been
can make
like
scars look great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Nah.
think? Well, he says at one point it's not exactly a tattoo. It's the mark of the Iron Fist. It's the mark
Well,
of
I think
Shao
that's
Lao
because
the
he didn't
Undying.
like tattooing is like you were under a needle that like went up like 60 times a minute or whatever or second.
Okay. She's just
This
saying like,
I
the
think
application
I
was
think he
different.
was hit with like fire and it was like whoosh, I now have this.
Yeah, it was a magical. It's an
Yeah.
emblem. It's a fucking crazy thing.
Pretty much. He's the vessel of the Iron Fist.
So they confirmed that other people are like pissed back at home.
Sure.
That's fine.
They're suiting up to take out this guy. They have their plan. They're outside waiting for him while they're taking the funds out of his bank accounts. We
Yeah.
got
Because that's the plan. Harold's like, hey, we've tapped into this thing where they get reinstated. FYI, they're reinstated. All
Yep.
that shit. So
Harold's waiting with his men with guns just in case they get past the first stage. The second stage will be to
Yes.
shoot them.
And you don't even know Harold. You don't even know Bakuda is still at the compound in the first place. So I'd be
No,
very
yeah.
nervous about this plan. But the presumption as well. He came and visited me in person for like, hey, here's the switch over. Gao's out, I'm in. So if all the accounts suddenly get shut down like a day after we get controlling back of the company, he'll come back and want to cut something off. And so
Sure.
we'll you can grab him on the way or whatever.
Yeah.
But that hasn't quite happened yet. We're still in the rain.
No,
We're still
that'll
waiting
probably
for that.
be next episode.
I hope that, because this ended weird. When it ended, I was like, really? Because
Yeah.
it seemed like this was just getting
Next
going.
episode's going to be a serious fight, and then a bigger fight on that last episode. That's my guess.
Since we're at 11 to 13, a little prediction time.
Sure.
Do you think we'll ever see Gao again, or is she done?
We'll see her again. I think in the last episode she'll like escape or something. There'll be a tease.
Mary Poppins style?
Yes, except not Mary Poppins style at all.
Okay. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
We got other people going on. Do you think we see Ward? He mentioned Ward in a way that I thought we were gonna like cut to
Ward, I think you'll see him again, but I think he'll be in the insane asylum
just
the
like
rest of
rocking
his
in the
time.
corner, like fuck
Yeah.
this. Yeah, having him be out
Maybe
would be
him
weird.
plotting or something while he's in there, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's going out. Because especially like this would be like he's been there 1 day, maybe 1.5. He's in
It's
72
probably not even
hours at
72
least.
hours.
Yeah.
Well, they've established pretty well that the fucking racket is, yeah, you're here for 72
And you're
hours.
there forever.
And that's how long we have to figure out how to keep you here forever.
Exactly.
Because this is a fucking racket. Do you think Joy turns against Harold? She's getting pretty creeped
Joy
out
is gonna
by Harold's
realize
creepy
Harold's
behavior.
craziness. I'm pretty sure.
She'll probably be the one to do whatever stops him or like prevents the thing from happening. That whatever things are going to escalate.
Yeah,
right, or
but as
something,
long
right?
as somebody that's not in the hand stops him, he's coming back. So that'll be a thing.
I know, which will be interesting.
No, I'm interested.
I like him, but I don't know if I like him enough to keep showing up. He's not modeled after some character from a comic thing.
Not that I know
right?
of, but
Interesting. I don't
we'll
know.
see.
And then we just got Davos, and they're about to fight.
My theory
Bakuda
is
or
this is
somebody
how
else.
it is actually going to end is that they're going to be at like the entranceway. There's going to be a fight. Davos is going to get sealed in. Iron Fist is going to get sealed out. 15 years later, he'll come back and say like, "What up, Davos?"
What up? How you doing in there? So, do you think Kunlun is just safe in between openings, right?
Unless there's some civil unrest, I think
So
they're
like
safe.
no one has to guard anything. So Iron Fist can just stay outside for the next 15 years,
I think so.
assuming nothing bad happens right now.
Yes.
And we think / wonder Bakuda.
Assuming nothing bad is infiltrated in the last 5-7 days
Interesting.
already.
So like Bakuda though, we think's plan is to do something with Kunlun, right? That's his like.
I
goal.
have to believe
They
just
haven't
'cause
really
what else
spelled
is
that
there?
out. I don't know what's going on.
No, I don't know.
He wants the Iron Fist and he wants something.
Just because of the nature of what it is and what his job is supposed to be and how he's not doing it, I think that has to be the goal. But maybe it's not. It does seem like he's just trying to take over New York and the world. So,
He hasn't really displayed any aspirations, but I'm down.
let's not speculate any longer. Let's see what is waiting for us in
Fuck
episode
yeah.
12.